Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to the Tribe of the Tides, where in the last episode we were blessed with the birth of so many little panda babies. I actually thought that this one right here, Strawberry, was going to end up being our little meme reincarnation, but we kind of had to change our plans once this one was born. I mean, she has, I think, the same fur color that Animeme did, our original Animeme. The only thing that she's really missing are the ram horns. So the plan in this episode is to breed her with our newest wanderer, our newest loner that we kind of dragged into the pack here to collect shells for us, in fact. His name is Kirkuvan, and since he has the ram horns, I feel like he is a very, very good candidate as a mate for Meme. I believe their immunity genes also line up very, very well. Yeah, they don't have a single similar immunity gene on them. So fingers crossed that they'll be able to give us some very good babies, some very strong babies too, because that's what we're lacking right now, and I'm getting a little bit nervous that we're going to get ambushed by some wandering predators, some carnivores in the grass, because it has been quite a while since we've seen one. Now, the other thing that I thought we would focus on today is trying to breed out this no paw, because quite a few of Adam's children ended up inheriting his no paw, and that's going to be a little bit of a hindrance for us, especially as we move off to different islands. So Duke Roro, since his immunity genes line up very, very well with Lily, I thought we would use them as like our little specimens to hopefully breed this out. We'll breed out the no paw and maybe breed in the cracker jaw, because I definitely want to get that down here on the beach in particular, so that we can move our berry paw babies up by the berry bushes themselves, and maybe even off by this tree, because that would also be a pretty good spot to station them. So to start things off, we should probably see if there's any more food we can gather, and we only have, of course, Meme with her one turn, and then Duke Roro too. So why don't we actually move Duke Roro a little bit closer, so that he'll be in the area when Lily grows up. She should probably be growing up in like a day or two, I think, and then Meme should be growing up in the next day. She should have her last 2 gems once the day ticks over. So let's go ahead and skip the turn. There we go. She's fully grown now, and she's ready to take on her very last gem. So she was the baby of, let's see, if we take a look at the family tree actually, then we can see it right away. Let's see, there's Meme. So she was the baby of Rocco and Nukuku, who was our little porcupine, in fact. She does have the spiky body and her genetics, and I'm kind of hoping that we're not going to be seeing that today, because it is a little bit hard for us to pair off creatures when they get harmed by the spiky body when they breed. No, we should probably have Kirkuvan actually pick up this shell before he moves over here. That would probably be a good thing to do, because nobody else at the moment can actually collect those, can they? I mean, we have this little baby up here, Daisy, who is currently stationed by these berry bushes. So like I said, I want to keep the berry paws by the bushes, where they'll be a little bit more helpful than just them scouting the beach. So if we just take a quick peek at our mutation menu, what I wanted to do for this pair in particular is breed in, of course, those ram horns, if I can find them here. There they are, in the 30% slot too, because we definitely want to see ram horns on their babies. And then the other thing was the poison fangs, because I did notice that Meme has the poison fangs in her recessive slot, so it is possible, hopefully, fingers crossed, that maybe it'll beat out the spit snout. Though honestly, when there is a spit snout involved, they often end up taking priority over the other snouts. So if we bring her over here, we can breed them together, and then she can actually sit right in the nest in this turn. And then on the next turn, she'll be having her first little baby. We're already getting started on the next generation of children, which is crazy. Daisy can pick her berries, Snowflake can go ahead and pick hers, and then let's go ahead and move Dukro a little bit closer to Lily too. In fact, if he sits here, then he can help pick up these berries at least. And I'm still hoping, I am crossing my fingers, that we'll find somebody to breed Laramie with. I mean, the only problem with this match in particular is that they both have the exact same immunity genes. So even though they're not related at all, because of course we pulled him in from the grass, that would definitely not work out. We would end up with a very sick baby in all likelihood. Lily, why don't you go ahead and scoop up these for us? There we go. Our food situation is perfectly fine too. Like, we can definitely take on a much larger population than what I currently have, which is why I'm going to go ahead and breed as much as possible in this episode to get those better babies with us. And I think that's it for turns. We just have Laramie here. Let's actually move her right here so that she can keep expanding. She's been doing that so far. She's been expanding all of this territory, all of this grass, and she's been doing quite well at that. So let's go ahead and skip the turn and see our next little baby. And it looks like Lily grew up too. Oh, perfect. And oh my goodness, look at this. She's like a little tiger. Oh my gosh, does she have the spiky body too? Oh, that is not what I wanted to see. Though she does have the claw and the nimble fingers, which is interesting. She has both of those. And actually, okay, she has the normal hind leg. I was a little bit worried because if she had the webbed feet that so many of our other creatures have, I think that would actually hinder her on land, wouldn't it? Because it only gives her +1 in swimming. So thankfully she should be able to move around like a little bit, just a little bit. Let's see though. Let's see what her stats are like. She does have the cracking, thankfully, because she has the little berry paw at least, and her strength is a 4. So she's getting there. She's definitely getting there. Back to what we used to have on our previous islands anyway. And of course she has the ram horns too, so that is definitely good to see. But what should we name her? Let's pick out a good name for her. She's probably going to be like a little warrior for us, so we have to find a nice strong name. Let's name her Rira. That was one of the suggestions that you guys left for me, and I think that would be a good name for her. And I did just notice that she actually has the hemophilia too. That's a little bit more unfortunate. I believe her father had that. Yeah, he has hemophilia, and because Meme had one of those slots on her too, she ended up inheriting it, and that is like the worst possible situation for our warriors. So we definitely want to try to breed that out as soon as possible. But let's take a look at her actual little model here, because we can see her big spikes. Oh my goodness, look at her. She is like a little beast of her own. I mean, she's going to be quite interesting to follow as we continue on here. I did notice too that the family tree actually gets rid of some of the critters after all of their offspring has passed away too. So I am going to continue creating the family tree on Family Echo just in case you guys want to follow along, and just so that we can have an archive of like all of the creatures that we've had throughout all of our islands. But let's see, we want to change little Lily's last gem over to blue. I believe it should be this one. There we go. And then is there anyone else we need to change? Actually, you back here, Daisy, you need your blue one as well. There we go, because she was also one of the daughters of Flora. And we probably might want to like change his gems too, for that matter, because he is definitely not a descendant of Adam and Eve, and so far Adam and Eve have been the ones with all of the green gems. So why don't we just change him over completely to like orange? Why don't we just go ahead and do that? I mean, just so that we know that he's part of a separate line. I think their daughter will probably inherit the 2 orange gems, but we'll see how that goes. And let's see, we just have, oh my goodness, poor Kunuk here. Oh, you are passing away on the next turn too. That is so sad. I definitely love this guy. I love his ginger hair. He is one of my favorites of the original sons and daughters of Adam and Eve. So let's have Lily start moving up here so that she can breed with Duke Roro. And actually, if he scoots this way, he can breed with her. Though we do want to make sure that our mutation menu is changed. I almost forgot about that. We're going to try to breed out the no paws, so this is going to be like our little experiment. If we place the running leg in the 30% slot, that usually gives us a pretty good chance of getting rid of the no paw. And then other than that, we want to place the cracker jaw back in here so that we can hopefully pull it out of Lily's genetics, because she's the one who's carrying the cracker jaw hidden away. So let's have him breed with her, and then she can make her way over this way, and then on the next turn, she'll be able to settle down in this nest. I don't think we really have anyone who can pick up these shells though, so Strawberry, why don't you just gather up the berries? All of the berries that you can, and Kunuk here with your very final turn. He's kind of like watching over Lily too as she makes her way to the nest, and they look so similar too. So maybe he'll like bless her babies as well with the panda patterns, who knows? We can cross our fingers anyway. It definitely seems like they're going to be a pretty dominant trait in our pack just because Adam started with it. But let's have Laramie peek in this grass like we were planning on before. Kirkuvan should probably stay in the area, which is fine because we have the berries for him to pick anyway, and we'll have Meme scoot right here for now just so that she can pick these berries for us. There we go. That's all of our turns, except for you, Snowflake. Why don't you start scooting this way for us so that we can explore a little bit more with you as well? And let's skip the turn now. Oh my gosh, no. Oh, I'm going to miss him so much. Let's have Lily go here though, and then hopefully we'll have like a little blessed baby from him. And we need to scoot this baby out of the nest pretty soon too. Rira, we'll have her move in the next turn so that Meme and Kirkuvan can breed again, because I don't want to tamper with the mutation menu just yet in case it changes Lily's baby on her. So for now, let's have, oh no, did I change your name again? Poor little Daisy. Yeah, that is the only issue I'm having with the name changing, is that I often end up accidentally getting rid of their names while I'm moving the camera. But let's have Daisy's last gem change over to a blue right here. There we go. And then we can start having these guys like expand the territory again. Oh, Laramie, 4 days left on you. We are going to have to just breed her once just to keep those beautiful eyes in her line. I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll run into somebody. We can cross our fingers. There's another berry bush though. That's good. So at least we found that. And Duke Roro, why don't you scoot up here for us and just peek in this grass? We don't want him moving too far because we want him to stay around Lily. But I think all we can do right now is just basically gather up the food. And then we'll have, let's see, Snowflake go this way. And she can start moving off toward this tree just like Duke Roro was before. So let's skip again and see what this little baby's going to look like. Hopefully no paw. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow, I was not expecting that. He got the gills. That was the randomly mutated snout. And I mean, all things considered, we did a terrible job breeding out the no paw because he has 2 no paws, which is absolutely terrible, but he has the gills. Oh my gosh. So this means that if we stuck him underwater, he could stay there overnight. He wouldn't need to come back up for air. So technically, I mean, we could have him just swim around and maybe like chase the fish up to the shore so that somebody could grab them. I think that's about all that we can really do with him too, because he has those 2 no paws. So like a terrible, terrible first attempt to get rid of the no paws, but at the same time, gills. Let's actually go ahead and name him Splash, because I feel like he would be doing a lot of splashing with his 2 little no paws in the water. Oh, but that's great. That means that we can actually start breeding a line of gilled creatures pretty soon too. Maybe not with him. Maybe not with him because he does have the no paw situation, so we don't want his babies having that too. But there is something over here, and that's a little bit worrying. So Snowflake, why don't you jump in? Oh no, it had to be a carnivore right now. It really had to be. Okay, so we're going to move her away because she really doesn't have the best strength, and she's already kind of damaged as it is. So she's not going to be the one attacking that guy. But first, why don't we actually have Meme and Kirkuvan breed again? We'll just change around the mutation menu one more time. The ram horns in here. And I'm starting to think we might actually want to do the normal blood clotting instead. So we'll go ahead and do that. We want to move Rira over this way. And then we'll move Kirkuvan right there to breed with her, and then she'll sit in the nest. And now we need somebody to help her escape. Like if Daisy sits right here, then Snowflake can at least jump way over this way. And we know that the carnivore is right here somewhere. All right, that's all of our berries used up. So let's watch Meme and also watch the back there. Watch the back for the carnivore. Is it coming out? I think we might be okay. That's surprising. Oh my gosh, and look at this guy. Oh, that is beautiful. And he doesn't have hemophilia, but he does have the spiky body. Ah, that's the only issue with that. We could go in here to kind of take a look at that, and also at Splash too, so we can see, oh my gosh, look at that beautiful head. Look at that adorable head. Oh my gosh, and his 2 little no paws too. They look like tiny little flippers on his sides. That is absolutely adorable. And he has the yellow eyes too. I actually didn't notice that. Okay, so we do still have the yellow eyes in our genetics. So, I mean, maybe we don't have to worry too much about Laramie. I mean, I hate to just leave her without having a single baby though. I mean, she is absolutely gorgeous too. And then this guy. Oh man, he looks almost exactly like the Wanderer that we had before. Nukuku, that was his name. He looks almost just like him. Well, yeah, they are related. He would actually be his grandfather, so it's kind of like it was pulled out from ancient genetics. That is really, really cool. And of course, he has those little flippers, those little web toes rather, so he can scoot around in the water too. But I absolutely love him. We have to come up with a really good name for him as well. Let's see. Let's name him Hunter, because I feel like he would also be another one of those like really good warriors in the pack, just like Rira back here. They look so similar too. Oh my gosh, just like different snouts, of course. And he is gorgeous. He's our first violet-eyed creature of this entire pack. I mean, did they have? They both had the violet eyes. I didn't notice that either. There are so many genetics to actually like keep in mind now that it is a little bit more complicated than it was before, and it's easier to run into these little surprises too. But now we have the carnivore to deal with. Okay, we have that carnivore looming off in the distance that we have to do something with. So we definitely want our strong creatures up there, which would be basically this entire family. Kirkuvan is not exactly the strongest, but Rira has a 4. And then, of course, Meme has a 3. So, like, I think that's about as best as we have. I am still a little bit concerned about sending the babies out to fight the carnivores, but let's at least have these guys start moving up this way. And then we'll have Rira scoot up here too. She can sit like right between her parents. And I saw that rustling grass and I got a little bit nervous. So the carnivore is still right there. It hasn't moved at all. It might jump out and try to hit Meme though, which might be a problem, but we'll just keep an eye on it. We'll have Laramie. Oh my goodness, Laramie. I mean, should we breed her? Should we risk it? I mean, we might as well at this point. We have to keep those eyes, right? We have to keep those eyes in the pack. So let's go ahead and put the yellow eyes in here, and we'll keep the normal blood clotting in there too. In fact, we'll switch them around, just so it's more likely that they won't end up with the hemophilia. And we'll have her come up here, breed with him. Oh my goodness, I messed that up, didn't I? I should have had him breed with her. Oh my gosh, I have completely messed up this entire part of the pack, haven't I? Oh, Laramie, I tried Laramie, but unfortunately you're going to pass away in 2 days, so she probably won't be giving birth either. But honestly, it wouldn't have been a healthy baby anyway. And we still do have this one, little Splash, who has his yellow eyes, so it hasn't completely disappeared, and we can hopefully mutate it back in with that lovely mutation menu. So let's have Daisy pick up her berries. And oh my goodness, a little bunny. Hello, we haven't seen you in a while. We'll pick up that meat. And why don't we actually move Kirkuvan a little bit closer too, so he can like protect his baby and his mate. He'll sit right there and protect them. And Snowflake, why don't you scoot up this way for us? There we go. So let's give this a shot, guys. Let's see how this goes. Oh my gosh, there he is. Okay, so he's definitely on the move now. Let's see, we only have 2 turns to use with these guys too, so it's going to be a little bit harder than it used to be. He has 13 days left of his life. He is not a baby. This is not a baby carnivore. That actually says he's a baby. That is not true. There is no way that guy's a baby. He's not fooling anyone. Let's have Meme come up here and slap him. Whoops, there we go. We can slap him, and then he has 10 days left. So, Kirkuvan, you can actually land 2 hits. 6 days left. Oh my gosh. I'm a little bit too nervous to bring Rira up there, actually. And we have another one up here. Let's check this out. Okay, it's just the bunny. That guy had me so worried, but it's just the bunny. We must have a burrow right here somewhere. But there we go. I guess, Meme, you can land 1 more hit. You must have had an extra turn. And does that mean that maybe the baby could take him out? I mean, 3 days left? I'm not sure. Why don't you give it a try? You'll jump in here, slap him, and there we go. She actually did. She is a little beast. Oh, perfect. This family is definitely going to help protect us at least. At the very least. And Laramie, I am so sorry. I have messed up your entire day, haven't I? She can't even get up there to grab the bunny, so I'm not going to bother trying. We'll just go ahead and collect the berries for now. You can pick these. And then, Lily, you have a couple to pick as well. And we should probably have her breed on the next turn with Duke Roro again. And we'll give it another try. Like, I definitely don't want this no-paw situation, but at the very least, we know that they can kind of sit down here and hopefully chase some of the fish to the shore. For now, why don't we start moving him down toward the water, because that's kind of going to be his home pretty soon. He's not going to be much use on land. And we'll have Hunter pick up these berries. At least he can do that with his 1 turn. And I believe that is just about it. So let's skip the day and then grab that bunny. And oh my gosh, Laramie, I am so sorry. I messed up that entire plan. Let's have Snowflake grab this bunny for us and pick up the meat too. And then we need, let's have a little baby pick up the meat. I mean, she might as well harvest it. She did take it down. It looks like we have another thing unlocked. Aha, the claw. Perfect. Let's actually have Dukro move over here though. He can move right there, and then we'll breed them 1 more time. Though again, we need to change this around. So the running leg thing didn't really work for us, did it? That wasn't very good, but I guess we'll try it again. I mean, we might as well, for science, right? For science. We'll just keep trying this, keep experimenting, and eventually it should work out. We'll have Lily breed with him, and then on the next turn she can sit on the nest. And let's start changing Little Splash's gems over too. We might make all of his gems blue actually. Why don't we do that? We'll make all of his gems blue so that he can be a little water-dwelling creature. So this is our first step into the actual ocean. We've been on this part of the land before, but if we bring him down here, he's going to be able to survive underwater just because he has those gills on him. He'll be able to sleep because he has a high enough water breathing skill. The water body in here actually gives them a +1 in underwater breathing, but that's not enough to allow them to sleep underwater. It only lets them kind of move around during the daytime, and then they have to get back out so that they can breathe on land before the day passes. But this guy is going to be perfectly fine underwater, or at least fingers crossed. I mean, so far that has been my experience, but we will keep an eye on him when we pass the day just to make sure that he's okay. That he's okay in there with his 2 no paws. That must be very, very hard to swim around with, but he's doing his best. Let's have Strawberry pick up her berries too, and we have a couple here with Daisy to pick up as well. And then I guess we can actually start moving these guys in here, couldn't we? Oh, hello, little bunny. Let's have Kirkuvan pounce on him and then grab up the bunny meat too. There we go, and there's that burrow actually. So we do have a burrow lurking up here, and this is definitely where all the bunnies were coming from. Let's go ahead and peek in the grass around here though, and then I guess this family could just make a little home for themselves right up here. We should probably start moving this little baby that way too. Little Hunter can join them, and they'll start their own little family around this nest, I guess. Right by the hard mode island too, which is a little bit unnerving because we have all of these skeletons just lining the place. But if anyone is meant to sit by all of those skeletons, then it's probably our warriors. Now, I guess that's all the turns that we have for today, so let's go ahead and skip the day and just keep a close eye on Splash. Let's see, it looks like he's okay. It doesn't look like he's drowning, so he's perfectly fine. Oh my gosh, that's great. Yes, so we can finally start breeding our tribe of the tides to successfully start making their way into the water. And let's go ahead and have Lily sit in here now, and we'll just see her last baby before we end out the episode. Let's just pick up all of our berries, of course, and start expanding the territory this way. We'll have Meme come over here to pick up this meat, and then we'll have Rira, who is now fully grown. Look at that! She can change her gems over too and peek in all of this grass so they can start making a home here. We might as well have Hunter pick up these for now. Once he has more of his gems, he can start moving up there with his family, but we just want to make sure, oh my gosh, that we have enough food. I mean, we certainly have enough food. I think we're going to do just fine. Let's have Duke Roro sit right next to his mate and pick the berries from there, and we'll have Strawberry pick these as well. And then I think we are just about good. So let's see our very final baby and cross our fingers that it's going to be a little bit luckier than Splash. I mean, Splash was lucky, but we don't want those no paws. Oh no, it happened again. Oh no, it definitely happened again. Okay, so I think this pairing is not going to work out because we are not able to successfully breed away the no paw like I was hoping. So we'll just skip breeding them in the future, and Sienna is going to actually have to probably just scout around for us. She's going to have a little bit of trouble moving though because she does have those webbed hind legs, so we'll just have her do the best that she can. I mean, she can find some sort of role on the island just like all of our other creatures on previous places. The blind creatures, the ones with the no paws, they always end up finding a way to benefit us in one way or another. But I think that's about it for this episode. We have had a lot of progress with our little family tree, a lot of big surprises, of course, like Splash. I still love those 2 little no paws. That looks absolutely adorable. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!